So guys, what's going on? Keith Thurman accuses Manny Pacquiao of being on the Peds. We know that many fighters have said that. Many fighters have accused Pacquiao in the past. Now, Keith Thurman also mentioned that Pacquiao can take what he wants in this fight. I'll still beat him. He can take any kind of steroids or PEDs he wants to. But I'll still beat him. I'll still find a way to win. Now, I think it's quite below the belt from Keith Thurman to accuse Pacquiao of steroids. Now, a lot of people have accused Pacquiao of taking steroids just because of what they've seen. There's no proof. There's no evidence to suggest that Pacquiao was on steroids. It's just people giving their opinions on what is and what is not possible. People think that the fact that Pacquiao went up 8 divisions to become an 8 division world champion is not possible, and they feel that Pacquiao he's had to cheat in order to achieve those achievements. Malignaggi in the past has criticized Pacquiao. He said there was a Filipino dude that came and he went up weight classes like crossing streets, and everyone thought that it was possible. Listen, I think I understand where a lot of boxers do think that Pacquiao was on something. But again, I always like to have the mentality that Canelo got caught, right? Why wouldn't have Pacquiao got caught if he was on something? Canelo was a cash cow of the sport. Canelo's probably even more important to the sport than Pacquiao was. Yet Canelo still got caught. Pacquiao didn't get caught. Now, there's probably many fighters in the past that were on steroids taking stuff that got away with it. But I just don't know how you can accuse somebody of that when there's no evidence. There's nothing to suggest that he was definitely on it. It's just the fact that the guy was so good and he looked so good and he was beating guys up. And people just want to go off that. Maybe the guy was just an exceptional talent, an exceptional fighter. We can't start accusing people of stuff that we don't really know. Now, especially when there's no facts there. It's just people giving their opinions on what they see and what they think is possible from their own experiences in the gym. That's just not fair, because there's people with better genetics than others. So yeah, listen, I don't know. It's a tough one because, Pacquiao was looking sensational at that time, and many people were accusing him. Whenever you're looking sensational, you got power. People accuse Golovkin of taking steroids because of his power and how hard he hits. When you're doing something exceptional like Pacquiao was, people are always going to accuse you because you're probably doing things that most fighters can't do. So people are going to accuse you of stuff. But in terms of Keith Thurman, I think Keith Thurman is just trying to get into Pacquiao's head. Saying that I don't care what steroids Pacquiao takes or what PEDs he takes for this fight. I'll beat him regardless. I think it's a very careless thing to say because the sport doesn't need anybody on PEDs. Obviously, if Pacquiao was to be on PEDs, the fight wouldn't happen because the fight would get cancelled. So for Thurman to say that is kind of careless, especially we've seen fighters of late get injured in the ring. So I don't think PEDs should be allowed in boxing, or I think there should be a massive punishment for anybody that takes performance enhancing drugs, because like I said, it's a dangerous sport as it is. We don't need to make it even worse. Many people think boxing's a barbaric sport already. You don't need to make the sport even worse by by these guys taking steroids and stuff. There was guys that mentioned that, why don't you make steroids legal so then every fighter can be on them? Billy Joe, I think, said that. And then after that, Billy Joe got popped for taking for being on some substance. So, I think it's quite a sensitive case, and a case that these governing bodies and commissions need to look into and clean up, because we don't need fighters on performance enhancing drugs. It's too dangerous a sport to make it even more dangerous by these guys cheating and being on drugs. I think Keith Thurman saying that about Pacquiao is very disrespectful, as Pacquiao has never been caught, so he's obviously accusing Pacquiao of taking steroids in the past, and he's basically saying he can take what he wants, I'll still beat him. I don't think he would. I think Pacquiao without anything would be too much for Thurman, let alone on the juice. So, you know, like I said, I don't think you should be saying things like that, especially when you can't accuse somebody of something when you've not, you know, he's never tested positive. His test hasn't come back wrong. So I just don't think you can accuse somebody just because of what you think or your opinion. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts. What do you guys make of Keith Thurman saying that Pacquiao can take whatever PEDs he wants? I'll still beat him. Leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.